Hello, my name is Harley Hill, and I am reading through the Doctrine and Covenants. We are on section 101, and it's so long that we broke it up into a couple videos, so I am on verse 26. So I'm just going to get right into it. Let's see what this was about. It's been a while since I read it. This is Revelation given to Joseph Smith the prophet at Kirtland, Ohio, December 16th and 17th, 1833. At this time, the saints who had gathered in Missouri were suffering great persecution. Mobs had driven them from their homes in Jackson County, and some of the saints had tried to establish themselves in Van Buren, Lafayette, and Ray counties, but persecution followed them. The main body of the saints was at the time in Clay County, Missouri. Threats of death against individuals of the church were many. The saints in Jackson County had lost household furniture, clothing, livestock, and other personal property, and many of their crops had been destroyed. Okay, so verse 26. If you want to know what happened before this, look at the previous section on my videos. And in that day the enmity of man and the enmity of beasts, yea, the enmity of all flesh shall cease from before my face. And in that day whatsoever any man shall ask, it shall be given unto him. And in the day Satan shall not have power to tempt any man. And there shall be no sorrow, because there is no death. In that day an instant shall fall upon, In that day an infant shall not die until he is old, and his life shall be as the age of a tree. And when he dies, he shall not sleep. That is to say, in the earth, but shall be changed in the twinkling of an eye, and shall be caught up, and his rest shall be glorious. Yea, verily I say unto you, in that day when the Lord shall come, he shall reveal all things. Oh yeah, okay. I remember. Things which have passed, and hidden things which no man knew, things of the earth, by which it was made, and the purpose and the end thereof. Things most precious, things that are above, and things that are beneath, things that are in the earth and upon the earth, and in heaven. And all they who suffer persecution for my name and endure in faith, though they are called to lay down their lives for my sake, yet shall they partake of all this glory. Wherefore fear not even unto death, for in this word your joy is not full, but in me your joy is full. Therefore care not for the body, neither the life of the body, but care for the soul, and for the life of the soul. And seek the face of the Lord always, that in patience ye may possess your souls, and ye shall have eternal life. When men are called unto mine everlasting gospel, and covenant with an everlasting covenant, they are accounted as the salt of the earth, and the savor of men. They are called to be the savor of men. Therefore, if that salt of the earth lose its savor, behold, it is thenceforth good for nothing, only to be cast out and trodden under the feet of men. Behold, here is wisdom concerning the children of Zion. Why I keep reading words that aren't here. Behold, here is wisdom concerning the children of Zion, even many, but not all. They were found transgressors, therefore they must needs be chastened. He that exalteth himself shall be abased, and he that abaseth himself shall be exalted. And now I will show unto you a parable, that you may know my will concerning the redemption of Zion. A certain nobleman had a spot of land very choice, and he said unto his servant, Go ye unto my vineyard, even upon this very choice piece of land, and plant 12 olive trees. But set watchmen round about them, and build a tower, that one may overlook the land. Hang on, I need a card. Block what I've read so my brain works. To be watchmen upon the tower. that mine olive trees may not be broken down when the enemy shall come to spoil and take upon them themselves the fruit of the vineyard. Now the servants of the noblemen went and did this, or did as their Lord commanded them, and planted the olive trees and built a hedge round about, and set watchmen to began to build a tower. And while they were yet laying the foundation thereof, they began to say among themselves, And what need hath my Lord of this tower? And consulted for a long time, saying among themselves, What need hath my Lord of this tower, seeing this is a time of peace? Might not this money be given to the exchangers? For there is no need of these things. And while a lot of people say that about temples, they're like, why do we need these things? And why don't we just give the money to the poor and stuff like that? Which is also happening, by the way. And while they were at variance one with another, they become very slothful, and they hearkened not unto the commandments of their Lord. And the enemy came by night and broke down the hedge, and the servants of the noblemen arose and were affrighted and fled, and the enemy destroyed their works and broke down their olive trees. Now behold, the nobleman of the Lord of the vineyard called upon his servants and said unto them, What is the cause of this great evil? Ought ye not to have done even as I commanded you? Even after ye had planted the vineyard and built the hedge round about, and set a watchman upon the tower, or upon the walls thereof, built the tower also, and set a watchman upon the tower, and watched for my servant, and not have fallen asleep, lest the enemy should come upon you. And behold, the watchman upon the tower would have seen the enemy while he was yet afar off, and then ye could have made ready and kept the enemy from breaking down the hedge thereof, and saved my vineyard from the hands of the destroyer. And the Lord of the vineyard said unto one of his servants, Go and gather together the residue of my servants, and take all the strength of mine house, which are my warriors, my young men, and also they that are of middle age, also among all my servants who are the strength of mine house, save those only whom I have appointed to tarry. And go ye straightway unto the land of my vineyard, and redeem my vineyard, for it is mine. I have bought it with money. Therefore get ye straightway unto my land, and break down the walls of mine enemies, throw down their tower, and scatter their watchmen. And inasmuch as they gather together against you, avenge me of mine enemies, that by and by I may come with the residue of mine house, and possess the land. And the servant said unto his Lord, When shall these things be? And he said unto his servant, When I will go ye straightway, and do all things whatsoever I have commanded you. And this shall be my seal and blessing upon you, a faithful and wise steward in the midst of mine house, and a ruler of my kingdom. I'm going to end it right there. That is verse 61. And then we'll continue. Put a little mark here. There we go. Okay, guys. If that caught your attention, listen to the next video. Not the next video, the next Doctrine and Covenants video. And we'll get the rest of this story. And if you're confused, go to the one previous. And we'll see where this leads. It's quite long. That's only halfway. We'll probably finish it the next time. Yeah. All right, thank you, you guys. Have a good day.